Good morning. Happy Friday. It's Jennifer. It is my P3 day 11 and I did not weigh yesterday because I did not have a scale. And so this morning when I got up I weighed and I stayed the same from when I left. Which again, flying impacts the water retainage and whatnot, so I'm just happy I didn't gain anything. I hate surprises. So yesterday, I did get my steps in. I was all worried about it. So I got up extra early and did some walking, and I think I had, by the time I hit the conference, I think I had 5,000 miles. 5,000 miles. So stupid. 5,000 steps in. So I was halfway there. And then I proceeded to sit on my butt for the next, I don't know, 6 hours. But I did get my steps in, so that's all that matters. There was some weird ish going on at the airport yesterday, let me tell you. I don't know. So I did not have breakfast yesterday. I had a cup of coffee in my room. I hate that coffee in the room, but I really needed it. And I was, and they either had like pink sugar or sugar, and I can't stand that pink stuff. So I had, was that Sweet Low, I think? So I had a sugar packet in it, and I think I needed about 8. That coffee was disgusting, but it did the trick. And then for lunch, I ate I didn't think that I was going to get lunch there included, because I didn't get a full conference registration deal. So I had, but I did, I got a lunch. So got a lunch ticket, so I went and got lunch, and they had, this is food porn, it was really disgusting, so it doesn't count. They had a salad, so I had salad with some ranch dressing on it. That was like most of my plate. And then they had sandwiches. So, you know, they had like a roast beef sandwich. They had a vegetarian sandwich, which actually was pretty good, but I didn't eat the bread. I just ate the stuff off of it. So I looked like a pig because I had a couple of sandwiches on my plate, but I was just eating the insides, y'all. And they had French fries, which I did not have, but apparently they were pretty disgusting. And they had bags of chips, and I didn't have that. And they had mini blondies and cheesecake, and I had a cheesecake, and it wasn't even worth it. It was just a little square, like an inch. Yeah, so that was my lunch. And then for dinner, I was at the airport, and I walked right by Five Guys, which I really, really wanted. And I went to a restaurant and had a Cobb salad, which was good. I couldn't even eat the whole thing. It was just huge. So that was my dinner. And then I got home and I ate my last of my crustless cherry cheesecake. So that was actually pretty good yesterday. So that was the scoop there. I leave in a week from Sunday to head to Chicago, and I was planning on just being there Sunday through coming back on Tuesday, but my boss has some other plans going on. He's trying to keep us down there longer to meet with our acquiring company. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm kind of nervous about it because I don't want to be gone for that long, but do what you got to do. So that's, I think, pretty much my update for today. I logged everything in on my little weight loss thing, or my fitness tracker deal that for work that I told you guys about. So I've been pretty good with that. Yesterday was the first day I didn't get everything done because I couldn't weigh. So did what I could. Yeah, so that's what I was going to tell you. So I decided I think I'm going to incentivize myself. Is that the right word? I can't even think today. If I am, I'm gonna, Jesus, it's like the Indy 500 going on here. Y'all are in a real hurry to get to work. Shoot. Yeah, they're like in a hurry to get to work. I hope that's like the most insulting thing, would get a speeding ticket on your way to work. Why were you driving so fast? Because I really wanted to get to work. Stupid people. Anyway, look at that. Squirrel. Here comes another one of them. I don't understand people. Okay, look at that. I'm just like squirreling over here. So I'll tell you, if you want to shut it off and don't make CG, I'll tell you my funny airport stories yesterday. So I'm sitting at the gate, and this guy walks up. Now I'm flying out of DC, Dulles, whatever. Flying out of there, and this guy comes in wearing a cowboy hat. I don't know. At first I had to remember where the hell I was, because I'm thinking, am I in like Dallas or something? But no. And so then he sits down, and this lady comes over, and she's yakking at him, and then they end up taking like a selfie together. I'm like, some weird-ish, right? So then he leaves, comes back with like Starbucks, and I realized he just left his bags there unattended. What the hell was that? I would have told on him if I saw it. So then there's these non-native, what do you call it? They're immigrants, I guess. They're people that are not native English speakers. And I'm not really quite sure where they were from, but he paged out if anybody in the terminal speaks Spanish. At the gate, I mean. Anyone at the gate speaks Spanish. And I'm like, that's weird. Like, who the heck knows what they need a Spanish speaker for? But maybe, just maybe, the pilot needs help landing the plane. So they need someone to speak Spanish to help them. I don't know what the hell that was about. I don't know. It was weird. The plane was completely full. And yeah, it was, I sat in a row, I have the aisle seat. I sat in the row of, there was a row of women, and then in front of me was another row of women. It's 3 across each side of the aisle. And the poor, like, there's guys, like, the last, like, 4 rows of the plane are all guys, you know, shoulder to shoulder, just piled in back there. And then this guy gets on, and he's wearing a baby, right? He's got the little baby carrier thing on him. A 6-week-old baby. I can pretty much tell you what every single guy on the back of that plane thought when he got on. They're like, oh shit, please don't be next to me, you know? So yeah, that was quite the interesting. The baby was actually cried only a couple of times. And I think the woman next to me in the middle seat, she doesn't fly very often because she left her phone on the entire time. I'm like, I'm hearing this ding ding, you know, like text messages coming in. I'm like, who the hell has their phone on? I'm like about to stand up and like say something. But whatever, flight attendants don't care. I don't care. So, and then the woman next to her in the window seat, she's got an iPad out, and she's like, I don't know, reading a book or whatever, but she puts some music on to listen to. But apparently, and she had her headphones on, but apparently the headphones didn't register or something in it, so it's playing music like all loud. And so I like look over at her. I do this look, you know that look that I have. I looked over at her, and she takes her earphones out, like she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And then she like frantically tries to turn it down. It was quite the comedy. There was also a gentleman wearing a polyester leisure suit at the airport and some white leather shoes, dirty white leather shoes. So apparently it's allowed after Labor Day. He did not get arrested. It was all good. But that was quite interesting. And then it's interesting to watch people, like, I was at the TSA pre-check, and there's a lady in front of me. She gets up there, and typically the TSA pre-check people are people who fly frequently or whatever. You know, they either paid for it or they got upgraded for it for whatever their status or whatever. So she gets up there and she's like, doesn't even have her ID out or anything. And I'm like, what? You've been standing in line for like 10 minutes and you would think that you would have that out, but no, she didn't. And then it was interesting, our flight, I lost my status on because I didn't fly a lot last year for my job. So I watch people as they board and whatnot, and it was just funny to watch looking at some of the people, and it's like, how in the heck do you have status? Like, how do you, it's like you can just tell some people are not good flyers, they don't know what they're doing, and it's like, I'm just wondering, are you in the right place? But then it's like one of the guys I realized he was in line. Oh yeah, you just suck on that cigarette. He was in line to like the early boarders, and I'm like, wow, what the hell is he? I mean, because he's like on his like speakerphone at the gate, and it's like rude. Like, who does that? It's like, I couldn't imagine a frequent flyer doing that. You know, I mean, it's just no. So he gets the look too, you know. And so he got off the phone talking some workers' comp shit. Like, no one needs to hear this. So I get on the plane, he's in first class, so that's why he boarded that quickly, because he was not, no. And so yeah, it was quite the interesting trip. The hotel I was at was in the middle of nowhere. There was like no restaurants or nothing around it, so I ended up eating at the hotel. I told you guys that, my fish tacos. And yeah, so it was by the airport, convenient location to everything, but yeah, so real quick trip, happy to be home, and that's all I got. Sorry for the long vlog, but I figured I'd told you could shut it off. If you listen to the whole thing, that's your own dang fault. Alright guys, have a great weekend. I will for sure check in. I didn't even tell you about my incentive deal I was working on, did I? I started it and then I got squirreled, right? I don't remember, but my whole point to that was I'm going to eat good, eat clean until I go, and then I'm going to allow myself to have Chicago style pizza while I'm there. Alright, bye guys!